Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out another metal cover performance from Dan Vasc. Alright, so the first performance of his that I got to look at, that I reacted to in my previous video, was I'll Make a Man Out of You, of course from the Disney film Mulan, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you guys watched that reaction, you saw that I was definitely having a good time with it. And I appreciate those of you that watched and your comments and support. I did also get a lot of comments from people with suggestions for other songs of his that you would like to see me react to, and this one came up quite a bit. I saw you guys saying that this is one of the ones that he's done that was became extremely well known, and that people really liked that he did, and that he's a big Witcher fan. So this is Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, and if you are aware, if you've been following the channel for a while, I am a fan of The Witcher show, and I did actually do reactions to some of The Witcher previously. I got very much into it. And I kind of had a weird relationship with the show because at first, in the first season, I wasn't sure if they were pulling off what they were aiming to do. But then by the end of the first season, I felt like they'd been really successful, and it kind of not just won me over, but made me impressed with some of the risks that they had been willing to take. So I was a big fan, and of course I then know this song. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna do with this, how he's gonna make it into a metal cover. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Here we go.
When a humble bard graced to ride along with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. From when the white wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves, his hooves did they revel.
It's got the lute song. Woo!
They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my lute and they kicked in my teeth. While the devil's horns went so tender me, and so cried the witcher, he can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty.
Woo! Oh, and I like that guitar part there. This is another one of those songs where you're like, you can see how this could become metal. But
Every elf, far back on the shelf, high up on the mountain, from whence he came. Yeah! He wiped out your past, got it in his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so give him the rest. That's my epic tale, a champion prevailed, defeated the villain.
I like the triumphant musical sound there when he says champion prevail.
Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity.
I knew he was gonna do it! Woo! I love this.
Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity.
Yes, applause, round of applause to the bard. hard. Oh,
It's
he's
great
talking.
to see you today. For those of you who don't
He's
know,
talking.
I'm very passionate about the Witcher franchise. I think Witcher 3 is a strong name for the best game of the last decade, in my opinion. But hey, let me know down in the comments below if you want me to do more Witcher songs.
All right,
There's
so
still
yeah,
Priscilla's
you guys
song
said he's
from
a
the
big
game.
Witcher
There's
fan.
still the song of the White Wolf from the show.
Does
Let me
he
know
do more
below
songs?
what should be
I
next.
guess he
For
probably
those of
does,
you who
right?
are new here, well,
I'm guessing that he probably did, right? If he's a huge fan, he probably has done some of the other songs too, Witcher songs. But yeah, that was great. One of the things I was trying to say during the reaction is kind of similar to with I'll Make a Man Out of You. This is one of those songs that isn't, in itself, is not metal in the original form. But that when you think about it, think about the idea of making a metal version, you think, oh yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And it's not to say that you exactly know what it's going to sound like going into it, but you definitely can see how it would have that kind of feel. And he did a fantastic job with it. It's also, I also noticed that in terms of the actual video itself, it's very similar in structure to the other videos. So I'm wondering if this is kind of like something that he does in general for his covers, which is the very much just focusing in on him at the microphone and the performance that he's giving, which is beyond just the vocals, of course. He's extremely animated, has a ton of personality, clearly puts a lot of passion and feeling into it, depending on what exactly is being said, what is going on. So he's kind of like, it's almost like storytelling, which I think is fantastic in general. If that's kind of like his way of approaching things, I think that's great for somebody doing covers. But for this one in particular, I think it's really awesome because, of course, this is a bard song, right? And that's what is a bard. A bard was, of course, somebody who was going around and performing these songs that told tales to people. And the ones that were liked the most were not just talented musically with a great voice and like the ability to play whatever instrument they carried, but they were captivating in that they would bring the audience in and give such a clearly like an animated performance. And he's doing exactly that. So it's almost like his musical style, his music video style, at least in these first two videos that I've seen, is to kind of become a bard, which is super cool, especially because as he says here that he's a huge fan of The Witcher, so he probably would enjoy that. But yeah, of course, the performance itself was fantastic. The metal elements that he was able to bring in brought a lot of energy to it and was badass. You can almost picture this version of it, or hear this version of it being in the show, or with the game in the background, you know? So it's very cool. It's very cool. Let's see. I was gonna comment on something else too, but oh yeah, so like I said, he's probably done some of the other ones, right? Because it seemed like when he brought that up, like, do you want me to do other Witcher songs? Right after he said he was a huge fan of The Witcher, I would guess that he was maybe kind of hoping that people would say yes. And so if even a few did, he probably went with it. So you guys let me know in the comments if he has done others from The Witcher, but not just from The Witcher. I want to hear your recommendations for other performances of his, other covers of his you would like me to check out. Like I said, whether it's more Witcher stuff or something else completely different. Definitely enjoying what I've seen from him so far, so I'd be curious to see more. So you guys let me know. Let me know what you'd like me to check out next and do reactions to. All right, gonna wrap this up here, so thank you guys very much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.